Hello, welcome to Tarot for Ascension. I've been doing weekly tarot readings for those on an ascension journey, and we'll just see what comes out and what's going on. I think last week did we get the full last week, or was that the week before? That might have been the week before. I can't even remember. So much happens in a week, but I use my good tarot to get what our overall energy is currently, and then I use my Rider Waite to kind of clarify that. Okay, so let's get our overall energy for this week. Oh, two came out. This is, you know what? I've been seeing, I had this dream. Um, hmm, I had this dream I have to tell you about. So my dreams have gotten like really profound lately. And not all of them kind of mean anything. A lot of times I can take my dreams and um, they have some kind of meaning or something happens with them later on. But this one, I don't know, or maybe it was over the weekend I had this dream. But anyway, I was kind of in this warehouse and with a whole bunch of other people. And like, I don't know if you like a big open warehouse. And there was a whole bunch of chairs around. So people were sitting in chairs. And then I had like this huge stack of chairs piled up on top of each other, like one big stack. And I was sitting at the very top of this stack of chairs, almost touching the ceiling. And everybody else was kind of sitting on one chair. We were conversing, and like it didn't seem strange, that I was on this stack of chairs, like almost touching the ceiling. And then all of a sudden, the stack fell over, and I fell into like this pile of cardboard boxes or something like that. So I didn't get hurt, but I was more embarrassed that I fell. And people came over, like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And when I sat with it the next morning, I'm like, oh my God, that was tower. Like, so if you know anything about towers, this is the tower in the good tarot. Um, they usually mean that it's some kind of divine intervention, divine bring some kind of sudden change into your life in order to get you to go into a certain direction. Especially like say you're on your path and you may not know which way to go. Um, I have a thought, but I'll say it in 1 second. If you're on your path and may be stuck not knowing which way to go and you're not hearing the spirit in the right way, spirit may bring some kind of tower may get you to set off in some kind of movement. I know for myself, after having so many towers during my 5 year journey, I tried to avoid them at all costs. So if I knew something wasn't working out, and if you come to some kind of roadblock, and if you try to go this way and there's resistance, and you try to go this way and there's resistance, and you just can't figure it out, know that there's a different way for you to go. So whenever you come into any kind of resistance on your path, know that that's not your path. Okay. So it's kind of for you to kind of back up, reassess, and kind of say, okay, which way am I supposed to go? When a tower comes in, that means that you've either continued to go down a path that you shouldn't have gone down, um, or I shouldn't say shouldn't have because we have free will, but it's not leading you on a path. You are on a certain path to a certain destination as being on the ascension journey. Um, So that's kind of what a tower is. It's also number 16, which adds up to a 7, which is like a divine number, which talks about movement also. And also, since it's a divine number, meaning that the divine is stepping in to help you through some kind of situation. And we have the mess. I don't know if we had her a couple weeks ago. The first time we had 2 cards come out, Messenger of Fire, or else we can say the Knight of Wands. I feel like there's someone with this knight energy, this messenger energy. Usually knights, the Knight of Wands is usually is the second fastest after the Knight of Swords is the second fastest knight. And it's like this person is taking action towards something. And I feel like there's someone coming towards you, taking some kind of action towards you, but you also see how she's kind of in this reluctant stance. There we go. She kind of has her arms kind of folded and like, should I do this? Should I take this action? Uh, and is kind of being hesitant and probably thinking a lot about it. They want to take this action. I believe it's someone separate from yourself. Could be yourself, you wanting to take some kind of action towards something, someone, but I kind of think it's someone external from yourself. But they may be thinking about it. I also was thinking at first she had set maybe I don't know why I was thinking she had 7 candles, but it's actually 8 candles that she has kind of on the crown of her head. And eights talk about our power, right? This person has the power to carry this action out, but it's kind of almost like they're kind of holding their own self back, maybe having some doubts, but eventually they know that they have the power to be able to do this. Okay. On the bottom of the deck is the 9 of water or 9 of cups, which talks about our wish fulfillment. And I believe that this person coming towards you, they may see you as their wish fulfillment. Okay. It's kind of diamonds, as you can see, coming up. There's this big diamond, and there's diamonds coming up, and she's kind of like going like, ah. I wish, like, so I feel like you're someone's wish fulfillment and they want to take this action towards you, but I feel like they're kind of really thinking about it. Like, I know I can do this, that 8, that power, they have the power within themselves to take that action. They may be thinking about it a little bit more. Um, let's see what else is under here. Ace of Earth. I think we had the Ace of Earth also a couple of weeks ago, or the Ace of Pentacles. And with that was like, it's like the deer in headlights. Maybe you seeing this person when they eventually get to you, that might be how you are, like kind of this deer in headlights. Like, I can't believe this person showed up. And okay, like, what are you doing here? Type of thing. All right. The first time we got 2 cards. So let's see what's going on with this. Do some clarifying. The divider weight. Clarifying of the messenger of fire and the tower. So let's say the tower. I kind of think we figured out the person coming towards you, but what is this tower? I'd like to know more about this tower. Okay. Two of Cups. Yep. Someone's coming towards you. Twos talk about partnerships, someone wanting to exchange some kind of emotional. Um, there's some kind of emotional exchange here. If you can also see this, there's I don't know how to say that, Decadius symbol, which is like that. You see that like on medical things. And to me, that kind of means like there's some kind of healing that needs to happen. So whoever this person is, you may have been previously already connected to them. Something may have happened, and maybe that's part of that tower. There was some kind of tower moment. Maybe divine stepped in and kind of broke it apart for a time, until some healing actually took place. Okay, and then you also have the Ten of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So there's some kind of burden. I kind of feel like this person has been carrying some kind of burden, some kind of load. With that messenger of fire, also, there could be something that this person wants to tell you about what they've been going through during this time, separated from them. Sorry, my voice is cracking. But also, it's a 10, which means there's some kind of completion to whatever burdens that they've been dealing with. So, because there is an ending to that, um, they've completed whatever task they needed to do, they're able to now come forward towards you, okay, and offer this cup, this emotional cup to you. So now we have the Knight of Swords, which is the fastest knight in the deck. So I feel like they're going from maybe jogging to actually I can't say that, sprinting towards you. And they have a strong message that they want to relay to you. Feel like we've been getting this energy for last couple of weeks. Somebody has been wanting to come over here. Okay. You're the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's you, that you've been sitting in this energy of kind of taking care of yourself, taking care of your home, your resources, your work, your wellness. You may, been trying to eat better, exercise a little bit more, but your focus has been, you can see her here. She's really looking at that pentacle. Her focus has totally on that pentacle, she's fixed on what she needs to do for herself. Okay. And with that focus, there's all this growth around her, all that greenery. There we go. So by her focusing you, I feel focusing on what you need, there's all this growth that's coming in for you. Growth within yourself, growth within your money, growth within, like I say, your wellness, could be, your job, whatever you do. So we have the Eight of Swords. There's another eight. Eight of Swords talks about someone feel feeling like, which I feel like this, it's talking about this person, that they've felt like they couldn't come towards you. They were kind of all up in their head, holding back, which is kind of like what she's doing here. But understand, eights are about our power. So she has the power to release herself, from all those thoughts going on. But I don't know if it's a her or him, but I kind of think it's a her. But we're going to say this person, whoever this other person is, has the ability to release themselves from this all up in the head energy. It's just a matter of them doing so. Okay, didn't come out. Okay, now we have the Queen of Cups. So this could be a different person. We're going to try to figure out who this other person is. Could it be also be an aspect of you that your intuition may be growing at this time? Let's see if we can figure out who this person is. Who's this other person? You could be connecting with, um, again, it could be man, woman, another person, friend, someone who's teaching you something about intuition or emotions. Okay, now we have the Page of Pentacles. So again, I'm going to say communication, some kind of communication coming in. Could be about some kind of job opportunity. Oh my goodness. And then we got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So there's some kind of soulmate relationship here. Okay. What I'm kind of getting is that this is probably representative of you and this other person. Take it as it is, masculine, masculine, feminine energies. Whoever you may be representative as, and together it's kind of like a power couple, right? Together, you both, once this comes together, there could be a lot of money being made between both of you. So there's kind of like this aspect of, with the Two of Cups, there's two people who kind of come from two different ways of life, ethnic backgrounds. You're just really different in some way. But with this coming together, there's kind of like this power dynamic, and we got a lot of eights here. When people see you two together, it's kind of like they see a power couple. And there may have been someone, I'm going to say with this person, I'm not going to say a third party, but there may have been someone that this other person may have been dealing with. And it could be a family member, could be someone they were helping out. Doesn't have to be the way we always think things, people say third parties or whatever. Could be a mother figure or something like that, that someone may have needed to help someone. And I think it kind of ended up becoming kind of a burden to them. And it may also have led to the reason for you two splitting for a time. But I also feel like that was kind of meant to be so that both of you can do some healing in the meantime. But I feel like this person's ready to come back now and kind of profess their love or emotions to you. And once there is that coming together, again, free will, but if there is a coming together, I feel like people are going to see you as some kind of power couple. Okay, that you guys are able to get things done that just really are going to do well in life, no matter what it is that you end up taking on. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. And thank you for being here. If you would like a reading, I am certified psychic and through the Edgar Casey Center in of New York. And there's a link below to book time with me. Thank you again, and please like, share, and subscribe.